Ramana Maharshi is the best spiritual doctor. I will first explain to you why I am saying this, and then I will present you with a conversation that Ramana Maharshi had with one of his spiritual patients as an example of the excellent treatments he offers to those who want to cure their illness of misery, gain mental health and happiness, and realize the self. But first, let me tell you how I came to the term spiritual doctor. Let's say you're not feeling well. You have a physical ailment. You find a very good doctor and let the medical guru know what's ailing you. The doctor listens to you, tells you what your illness is, and offers you a treatment plan. When you are in pain and you're suffering, do you question the doctor's diagnosis or the treatment plan? Do you doubt it? No. You just trust the doctor and follow the prescribed treatment the best you can and keep in touch with the doctor and follow up. In a way, we can call this as the patient surrendering to the doctor. In the same way, when a spiritual patient suffers from the ailment of the miseries and the constant flux of worldly life and the lack of happiness and the lack of peace of mind, and wants to find a cure for it, such a patient seeks the help of a spiritual guru who is, in essence, a spiritual doctor. Most gurus talk about a lot of things, but without offering any specific steps or instructions and guidance to help a spiritual seeker overcome the obstacles in his path of the inner quest. But a great guru, a sage, a knower of the real self, who has the necessary knowledge and experience, offers you the knowledge about not only what is happening in your mind and why it is happening, but also teaches you in detail how to get over the problems that stand in the way of your spiritual progress. If an aspirant is lucky, she or he will find the right guru, a sage, a great spiritual doctor. Such a guru does not beat around the bush but gets to the point directly. Such a guru offers no wishy-washy explanations and useless lengthy lectures, does not indulge in hollow arguments, but provides only the essential truth that guides the earnest spiritual seeker in the direct and straight path of knowing the real self. No side roads and winding streets and frequent stops. Just a direct, beautiful, peaceful, enlightening path. And for giving such a full, complete spiritual treatment that leads to mental and physical wellness and eventually to self-realization, Sri Ramana Maharshi is the best spiritual doctor of all. And just like a medical doctor giving the treatment according to the particular patient's case, Ramana Maharshi also guides according to the spiritual aspirant's mental state. That is why when someone asks him a question, sometimes he is silent. Sometimes he says a few words. Sometimes he gives explanations in detail. And sometimes he answers every question asked by the aspirant. And this is because that is what the aspirant needs at that time. Therefore, A sincere spiritual seeker should surrender to this spiritual doctor unconditionally, and he will take care of you and guide you. Ramana Maharshi is not the physical body, but is the Supreme Self, appearing and manifesting in a divine name and form only to help ailing sincere spiritual seekers anytime, anywhere, in mysterious ways. He himself alludes to this a few times to a few visitors in the conversations with them. He even refers to the Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that those who cannot understand the transcendental nature of Sri Krishna are fools deluded by ignorance. He also says that the Jnani, the sage, is not the body, but he is the self of all. He states that the self manifests externally as the Guru when occasion arises, otherwise, he is always within doing the needful. And when someone asks him if the physical proximity to the Guru is helpful, he answers, "What is the good of it? The mind alone matters. The mind must be contacted." From time to time, the higher power manifests as a human to give out teachings that will hold good for eternity, which will help a spiritual aspirant at any time, anywhere. The same thing applies to Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi as well. He is the eternal presence. I will now present to you a conversation that Ramana Maharshi, the best spiritual doctor, had with just one of his countless spiritual patients. Conversation with a visitor. Visitor, please help me realize Atma Paramatma Sachidananda, that is, the Self, the Supreme Self, the being consciousness bliss. Maharshi, Atma Paramatma Sachidananda mean one and the same thing, the Self. The Self is eternally realized. Otherwise, there will be no pleasure in it. If it is not eternal, it must have a beginning. What begins will also end, so that it is only transient. There is no use seeking for a temporary state of affairs. The fact is that it is the state of effortless, ever alert peace. Effortlessness, while remaining aware, is the state of bliss, and that is self-realization. Visitor, I do not want intellectual answers. I want them to be practical. Maharshi, yes, direct knowledge does not require intellectual discourses. Since the self is directly experienced by everyone, they are not at all necessary. Everyone says, "I am." Is there anything more to realize? You exist. You say, "I am." That means existence. How do you know that you exist? Visitor, because I think, I feel, I see, and so on. Maharshi, there is no feeling, thinking, and so on in sleep, and yet there is the being. So you are in sleep, and you are now too. You were happy in sleep without feeling, thinking, and so on. The same one continuing now, why are you not happy? Your very being is bliss. As for sorrow, there is no sorrow. The present wrong identification of the self with the body has given rise to all mistakes. Visitor, what I want is realization. I do not feel my inherent happy nature. Maharshi, because the self is now identified with the non-self. The non-self too is not apart from the self. However, there is the wrong notion that the body is apart and the self is confounded with the body. This wrong identity must be ended for happiness to manifest. Visitor, I am unable to help myself. Maharshi, your nature is happiness. You say that it is not apparent. See what obstructs you from your true being. It is pointed out to you that the obstruction is the wrong identity. Eliminate the error. The patient must himself take the medicine prescribed by the doctor in order that he may be cured of his illness. Visitor, the patient is too weak to help himself and places himself unconditionally in the hands of the doctor. Maharshi, the doctor must be given a free hand, and the patient must only remain quiet without saying anything. Similarly, keep quiet. That is effortlessness. Visitor, that is the most effective medicine too.